Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Latest Manchester United injury update, and Eric Cantona criticizes Højlund's performance. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Manchester United injury update. Ruben Amorim is facing something of a defensive injury crisis as Manchester United prepare for the Europa League final, now less than 2 weeks away. Despite the pressure of the looming showdown, there is some optimism within the squad, as a few key players could potentially return ahead of Friday's crucial trip to Stamford Bridge. Here's a look at the latest injury updates and expected return dates for United's sideline stars. Leny Yoro picked up an injury off the ball during the second half of United's recent defeat to West Ham on Sunday. Despite the concerning moment, the initial outlook appears to be positive, with the manager suggesting it may only be a minor setback. The exact nature of the injury remains unclear, but Yoro is set to undergo tests this week to determine the severity of the issue. Matthijs de Ligt, meanwhile, sustained a fresh injury during last week's Premier League loss to Brentford. However, early indications suggest it is not a major concern. The Dutch defender is unlikely to feature in the upcoming fixture against Chelsea, as the club prioritizes his recovery ahead of the Europa League final. De Ligt's progress will be monitored closely, with the coaching staff keen to avoid further setbacks. Aiden Heaven's time at Manchester United has been a story of ups and downs. The former Arsenal defender, who arrived at Old Trafford in February, made a strong impression on his debut, but his momentum has been hampered by a series of injuries. He has not featured in a matchday squad since the trip to Newcastle last month, but has now returned to individual training. There is hope within the camp that he could soon be available for selection, providing a timely boost to United's defensive ranks. Eric Cantona delivers stunning verdict on Rasmus Hojlund's performance. Manchester United's woes in the Premier League continued as they suffered a 0-2 defeat against West Ham United at Old Trafford. This latest setback leaves the Red Devils languishing in 16th place in the league table, deepening the crisis for Ruben Amorim's side. West Ham's goals came from Tomas Soucek and Jarrod Bowen, both taking full advantage of United's defensive frailties. Despite dominating possession and registering 20 shots throughout the match, United's attacking struggles were glaring. Rasmus Højlund, the young Danish striker, found himself in the spotlight after failing to convert a series of golden chances. One particularly frustrating moment came when his close-range effort was superbly blocked by the Hammers goalkeeper. West Ham took the lead in the 26th minute through a well-crafted move. Mohamed Kudus delivered a low cross, and Soucek calmly slotted the ball past Altay Bayındır, exposing the disorganized nature of United's midfield. Manuel Ugarte, who was expected to be a stabilizing presence, was caught out of position, allowing the visitors to capitalize on the loose marking. The Hammers doubled their advantage in the 57th minute when Bowen, pouncing on a misplaced pass from Aaron Wan-Bissaka, found the back of the net. Bayındır faced criticism for failing to fully commit to the save, a lapse that highlighted United's ongoing defensive vulnerabilities. Manager Ruben Amorim, visibly frustrated on the touchline, cut a disconsolate figure as his side's inconsistency once again cost them dearly. Manchester United legend Eric Cantona weighed in on Højlund's performance during a recent interview. The iconic Frenchman said, "Højlund has immense potential, but he needs to learn from his mistakes." Being a striker at United means embracing the pressure. He has to be more ruthless in front of goal and cannot afford to waste such opportunities. I sincerely hope United consider bringing in a quality forward. Cantona's words echo the growing concerns among fans about the club's attacking options. The defeat heaps further pressure on Amorim, who, despite implementing some tactical tweaks, has struggled to bring consistency to his side. United's midfield, particularly Ugarte, appeared sluggish against West Ham's sharp counterattacks, while the backline continued to suffer lapses in concentration at critical moments. Reactions on social media, particularly on the platform X, captured the growing frustration among Manchester United supporters. Many fans expressed their disappointment with Højlund, noting that despite finding himself in promising positions, he often struggles to deliver in critical moments. There was also widespread criticism of Bender, with some arguing that his lack of commitment on the second goal reflected a broader issue within the squad. Others voiced concerns about the need for a significant overhaul if the club hopes to challenge for top honors once again. In contrast, West Ham deserve credit for their clinical finishing. Despite only recording 9 shots, they made their opportunities count, with Kudus and Bowen proving constant threats to United's shaky defense. The win sees the Hammers climb to 15th in the table, offering them a much-needed boost in confidence. United now face a crucial test as they travel to Stamford Bridge for a clash with Chelsea. With mounting pressure and a restless fanbase, Amorim will need to find answers quickly to avoid further slips in the standings. Manchester United willing to pay £38 million for a versatile forward. Manchester United are reportedly considering a move for Bournemouth forward Antoine Semenyo at the end of the season. The 25-year-old has caught the eye of the Red Devils with his impressive displays this term, and a potential deal could be worth around £38 million, according to Fishages. It remains to be seen whether United will make a formal approach in the coming months, but the interest is understood to be genuine. Semenyo has established himself as a reliable performer in the Premier League with the Cherries, demonstrating both versatility and a keen eye for goal. His ability to play across the front three makes him an attractive prospect for United, who are in need of more depth and quality in their attacking options. Given his age, the Ghanaian international appears to be entering the prime years of his career, making this a potentially shrewd piece of business for the Manchester club. The forward has managed 11 goals and 7 assists this season, a respectable return that highlights his potential to contribute both in terms of scoring and creating chances. This kind of output would certainly bolster United's frontline, which has struggled for consistency this campaign. For Semenyo, a move to a club of United stature would represent a significant step up, offering the chance to compete for major honors and test himself on the European stage. Such a move could be the perfect platform for the player to reach the next level in his career, provided he can handle the pressures that come with playing for one of the world's biggest clubs. United, on the other hand, are in dire need of reinforcements. Their attacking unit has often looked blunt this season, lacking the kind of cutting edge needed to challenge for silverware. The addition of a player like Semenyo, with his direct running, power, and versatility, could help address this issue. Financially, the reported £38 million fee could represent decent value for a Premier League proven player, particularly given the inflated nature of the current transfer market. Semenyo's blend of physicality and technical ability makes him well-suited to the demands of English football, which should ease his transition if the move goes ahead. There is also the question of whether Bournemouth would be willing to part with one of their key attacking assets. The Cherries would likely demand a substantial fee to part ways with the player, particularly if they manage to secure their place in the Premier League for another season. From a strategic standpoint, United will need to move quickly if they are serious about securing Semenyo's services, as interest from other clubs could complicate negotiations. The summer transfer window will be a critical period for the club as they seek to rebuild and close the gap on their rivals. With the Europa League final on the horizon, United still have a chance to salvage their season with a piece of silverware. Adding a player like Semenyo could provide the spark they need to regain their place among the elite of English football as they look to bounce back from a disappointing domestic campaign. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.